Okay, that felt seamless enough. See, I'm getting the hang of this OBS stuff. I mean, that looked natural, right? Just... Okay. Alright, I think I'm good to start, if you guys are good to start. Greetings, citizens of this city! It is I, the terror that faps in the night, your hero, your savior, Fizzer! And, boy howdy, I have actually been looking forward to this for quite a while. At least, you know, since I decided to announce it, or at least since I made the decision during the Mass Effect playthrough. Obviously, this is a very drastic change from that. So I can understand, like, not having a lot of people that would be interested in watching this, but I digress. I am here for this, quite honestly. So if you're new to this game, or if you're new to me streaming, whatever, if you're watching this through the VODs, just where to start. What we have here is a game that originally started off on the Nintendo 3DS. It got a physical release in Japan, it got a physical release in Europe, but it only got a digital release here in the States. I've heard something that Limited Run may have done a limited release back in the day, but I don't think I've ever seen anything that showcased that. If I ever look on eBay for the game, it's usually going to be either from Europe or Japan. I say Europe, but I think it's mostly the UK. I was not aware of this game until, you know, I walked into a GameStop one day and I saw a used copy of Senran Kagura 2 on sale, used for the Nintendo 3DS. And, you know, every time, it wasn't the first time I saw it, I did not buy it. It took me like a couple of tries before I finally decided to buy it. But even then, I felt like I had to play the first game before I play the second game, because that just seems silly. I think the fact that the game is only available digitally on the 3DS is silly. But I guess it's one of those things that even back then, there was just a big worry, a big concern about, you know, a game like this. Because we're dealing with high school shinobi girls fighting one another, duels to the death, except it's not really the death, because it's just basically until their clothes get ripped off and they're thrown into shame, humiliation, etc., etc. I still enjoyed the first game, I'm not gonna lie. Like, the draw of the game to me was, yes, this is obviously a game where women are stripped down to their bra and panties. It's not done in any kind of dark, edgy kind of way, though. It's clearly done because Japan. That said, though, I have enjoyed these games. I haven't played all of them. I'm hoping that after I beat Burst Renewal, maybe I can try to find an emulator for the 3DS and play the second one. Even though, technically speaking, I don't think it ties into the Senran Kagura lore, because 3DS story and the games that are on PlayStation Vita and 4 and afterwards, I don't think they really intersect with one another. I could be wrong. That said, I don't know. I feel like I could gush about this game, but it really, again, like, I could just go on about this, but there's a lot I do want to talk about, and a lot of it is just a shame that this game the franchise in general, really, may never see any new games come out. And I'm not happy about that. I am just definitely not happy. I really do like this game. I do feel as though you can actually, like, even if you're not a fan of the content of the game, I still feel as though there is something to enjoy story-wise. I'm hoping I can convince people of that. But for now, let's just get into the game. Boy, that is... It always feels like these games overload with save files. Alright. Story suitable for newcomers to Senran Kagura. A different story from the perspective of the evil shinobi. Yeah, I think it's very clear that we kind of have to start... We have to start from this angle instead of this one. It actually kind of illustrates why this game is called Burst. Because there were actually two different versions in Japan. Shock and awe, I'm sure. The first one, I'm pretty sure it was called Ultimate Shadows. Or it could have just been called Senran Kagura, I don't remember. The point, though, is Burst was actually the second version of the game, and it featured the story from the perspective of the Hebijo students. Hebijo is... Hebijo, yeah, it's evil shinobi, but it's a quotations kind of thing. They're evil shinobi, but it's more like their tactics are evil, not the shinobi themselves are evil. But I'm getting way ahead of myself, and I'm probably spoiling you things here and there. So, yes, we will start with Ultimate Shadows. Modern Shinobi Girls Code, Ultimate Shadow. Should I do the voices? I feel like I don't really... I don't know. Do I really need to, like, read? Because he obviously can't tell what they're saying because, you know, it's Japanese. Oh, okay. Looks like this is as far as you go. Time to die. Die? Is that supposed to be a joke? I will not die. I cannot die, not until I master the path of the shinobi. So, what are you going to do about it? Gee, I wonder. Isn't it obvious? My name's Asuka, and for justice's sake, I will not abide you. And now you see why I don't do voice acting. Alrighty, I think we're off to a better start than the DS version. Alright, game. Teach me the... Oh, you're not gonna do that. Okay. Alright. Oh. Oh, yeah, you are way too close to the camera, girl. I actually expected this to be the tutorial. I guess I was wrong about that. Okay. I got this. I got this. Okay, can't use those buttons. I even get anybody? Okay, that was clearly just an introduction to try to understand how the basics work. In this country, there were once those who called themselves shinobi. They worked under feudal lords, making their living in espionage, sabotage, and assassination-tage. With the influx of Western culture after the Meiji Restoration, the feudal system began to collapse, and the shinobi were no longer spoken of. Okay. Even so, however much time passes, the karma of man does not change. There is always a need for those who dwell in darkness. Okay, you really don't... Yes, what? The shinobi persist even to this day. Okay, that was definitely worth the pause. Their employers are now primarily politicians and corporations. Some of their clients see them only as tools, assets to satisfy their own greed. When the crimes of the shinobi world grew too rampant to ignore, the government chose to intervene. And so the nation began a secret project to train government-sanctioned shinobi. Hanzo National Academy, a normal high school. First established in 1919, its total student body today is about 1,000 people. A few of those 1,000 are studying to become shinobi. A large academy with a shinobi school within. Schoolception. Hanzo Academy is a facade. The shinobi students learn their craft in secret, unbeknownst to the rest of the student body. Today, shinobi allied with the state are known as good shinobi, while those who break the law are called evil shinobi. That the two should come into conflict seems no less than destiny. I mean, it's a little dense, but regardless of circumstance, the good and the evil trade death for death and taxes. The story you are about to witness is a record of these shinobi girls' battles. Some names have been changed to protect the innocent. Violent and sorrowful, and yet so vibrantly alive. What will the girls see beyond their battles? What will they gain, and what will they lose? That is still yet to be known. Which is why you are here to watch and play this game. Actually wondering, I forgot to turn my Discord notifications off again. I wonder if it can get picked up here. Boy. Yeah, I think they had a completely different opening for the... No, maybe this is the same. I'm actually not sure. Okay, it has been a... Yeah, no, this is different. I was thinking they just reanimated the one from the 3DS version, because there was an animated opening for that. But no, this is different. Okay. Look, I will defend this game. I will defend the story, but I can't help but laugh a little bit anytime the jiggle physics are shown. Animated 3D, okay, right. No, that was definitely in the original opening. Oh. Woo! I hope you guys are hyped. Won't be defeated. Won't let myself be defeated.
Asuka.
He said Asuka. Not until I master the path of the shinobi.
Asuka.
Asuka, are you listening? Sounds like a wet dream.
Asuka.
Enough of this! What? Was that a dream? Did you master the path of the shinobi? Master Kiria, how do you know? Because you were talking in your sleep. Katsuragi, you pervert. Try to stay awake. It's time to read up on secret ninja arts. Yes, sir. Okay. Here we go. In order to surpass one's own limits, one must call upon the power of nature itself. That's what it means to be a shinobi. As you know, Asuka has the toad, Ikaruga the phoenix, Katsuragi the dragon, Yagyu the squid, and Hibari the rabbit. Nature empowers your secret ninja arts. Ikaruga has the phoenix, huh? Not gonna lie to you, knowing what her weapon is, I kind of thought it'd be the snake. But, oh wait, no. No, that doesn't... Because that's Happy Joe's whole thing right there, so yeah, never... Oh, come on, what? There has to be something else that fits it, right? Stick bug? I'm embarrassing myself, let's move on. Yes, sir. Our special attacks. To use these abilities, your ninja art scroll must be at hand. Keep it on your person at all times. This is like half a joke, but they actually do keep it in a very secure place, and it's right between their boobs. Or... see? I told you. I forgot Katsuragi put hers under her skirt. Where, you may ask? I don't know, same place where Sonic keeps his rings. Huh? Cleavage? You've got my attention. Let me see how well it's hidden. Cut it out! It's fine, don't worry. Won't take a minute. So this is what happens when you go to... Wait, I was gonna say it's an all-girls... Is it? It's been so long, I've completely forgotten if these schools even are just all-girls or not. I feel like they are because of the ah, crap, I forget the name of it. The group battlings that you do later on. Katsuragi, please refrain from inappropriate touching in class. Continue reading, Asuka. Yes, sir. The super secret ninja art, as the name implies, it's a stronger form of ninja art. That's all it says. Riveting. And why would that be all it says?
理由は明快だ。
Oh, you're asking. And why would that be all it says? There's a reason for that.
超秘伝忍法書は我が校の
It's because the
宝である。
super secret ninja art scroll is the pride and joy of our school, and its contents must be kept an absolute secret. Alright, you know what? Hold on one second. I kind of forgot something here. It's gonna get a little quiet because I don't know why. It does weird things sometimes, and I have yet to really be able to figure out why that is. I forgot to do stuff. I tell you, I would lose my own head if it wasn't attached to me by the neck. I feel really silly. Yeah, I put up stream reminders on other pages, but, you know, completely forgot to mention to my own Discord and Blue Sky that I'm live. Alright, let me just... Okay, good. Just a little on the happy side because the window didn't switch to my browser or anything like that. I wonder what it says. I hope I get to read it someday. Alright, so next up will be some basic martial arts instruction. All of you are to meet me on the roof. Kind of weird that it's only Katsuragi. Cleared the prologue. I got an achievement just for clearing the prologue. And the prologue was just all of that. I have no words. Alright. So, when the game was on the 3DS, it was clearly much different from what it is now. Yeah. It... Actually, I don't like this, actually. The version on the 3DS, you're just walking around, but it's mostly in a 2.5D plane. It clearly gives you enough space to just walk around. It's not, you know, a single line like you get out of something like Super Smash Bros. But I feel like this could have been utilized better. I don't know. It's weird to me. Alright, so they have a dressing room. I don't think they have much in the way of uniforms just yet. Ah, change, intimacy, diorama, change character. I feel like I can just do this already. Alright, what's it? Switch outfit mode. I know it's not doing much. I just want to see for a second how much is really available right now. Okay, well. Oh, there's actually a surprising amount already here. Yeah, you got there's different Hanzo uniforms. This is Asuka's just because she has the scarf. Oh, I forgot you could do different colors. This is the one that Katsuragi usually wears. Heavy Joe. I'll save these for later. Because they're obviously meant to show the villains and stuff. And these are the default battle uniforms. And we already got access to Heavy Joe's. Pre-transformation? Okay. Post-transformation. Okay, I see now. I feel like it doesn't really matter that much. What do I know? Alright, yeah, we'll worry about this more later. Probably once I get enough of the currency and... pictures to unlock. Visuals. I imagine these are like videos of some kind. Voices. Top secret files. I think this is the information that you get as you progress. There was a whole encyclopedia about Shinobi and the language and everything else in the original version of Burst. But that's not important here. Alright, I think that's enough exploring for now. So, let's get started, shall we? Alright, mission. Clearing a mission will unlock the next mission, advance the story, change your mission's difficulty, press... It says X, but I know that's not the actual... I'm using a PlayStation 4 controller, not an Xbox One. Alright. Okay, so this is what I want. Alright. It lets me switch the Shinobi, but do I really want... I don't know why it's giving me the Hebijo characters already. I think we should just do it as the story intends. Kind of cloudy back there. There are those we call evil Shinobi. Yes, sir, we know. We read the prologue. They work for the bad guys, right? I'll show them a thing or two. Starting to wonder if it's only able to show 3 characters at a time. Which I find very odd, because not only is this a game on the PS4, but even back when it had more of a visual novel-esque vibe to it on the 3DS, and all games before this, actually. Very weird. Anyway, you were able to fit a good 4 characters, maybe 5. So this just seems weird. That's what we good Shinobi do, uphold justice. You are all Shinobi from the moment you set foot in this school. You'll need to learn to set aside your feelings. Okay, so I'm confused now, Kiria. So, is it just these girls that became Shinobi the moment they set foot in here, or is this all students? Because, you know, it's the subset of students within Hanzo that... why am I doing this? Why am I playing semantics? I'm going to train you all to be full-fledged Shinobi, so prepare yourselves for what awaits you. Yes, sir. Very well. Now, I'll explain the camouflage barrier to you. The camouflage barrier is a shinobi's dueling space. When a shinobi enters combat, it blockades off a space of a fixed size, impenetrable to the average person. It's useful for covert activities, but there is a downside. Since Shinobi can sense its activation, you'll give away your position. Right, I get it. So it's basically their way of saying we're trying to avoid these fights taking place in public, but the public can't see it happening. I think it's a similar mechanic that happens in High School DD. From what I remember, that the devils set up a barrier so that, you know, human people can't see them fighting, but they're not actually fighting in the area. It's a mirror area. It's been a while since I've watched the show, so I don't remember completely, but I feel like it's a similar idea. Come, let's begin practical combat training. I've used my secret ninja arts to create dummy enemies for you. School's out today, so other students won't see you. Give it everything you've got. Commence battling! Alright, Hibari, let's do our best. Yeah! No, don't do the voice. Alright, yeah, it's always the cutscenes that are make it a bit of a slow start, but I don't know, man, those clouds just make it look so dark and dingy. Like, it's not supposed to be cloudy, but oh. Alright, okay. Press RT to lock the camera to particular enemy. Switch targets, lock them with the remaining amount of HP. Okay, good. I feel like the targeting is more important when it comes... Oh. It's rude. Press X for light attacks and Y... See, I'm more familiar with this on, again, the PlayStation controller, but I'm very familiar with how this played on the 3DS too. You're basically playing a Warriors type game, so... When you knock back an enemy, a green ring will appear. At the time, press... Yeah, I remember this mechanic. Press B to activate an aerial rave and chase after the enemy, then mash X to perform follow-up attacks. Alright, I think in terms of an Xbox controller... Hold on. Yeah, okay. I always forget that I have an Xbox 360 controller nearby. It's not... I don't know if it can connect to this without my PC without a dongle, but... yeah, I kind of get the gist of it now. Press down to sacrifice 10% of the character's total health and perform a limit break, a maneuver that repels nearby enemies. I feel like... Oh, thank you for that. Nope, too far. Too far. Okay, just had to hit the limit break. Landing a blow will increase your yellow ninja art gauge. When you have at least one full bar in that gauge, press LB to consume that one bar and perform a shinobi transformation. Transformation will enable you to activate powerful secret ninja arts. And yeah, it's just 2 combos. So triangle is the stronger attack and square X is the normal attack. So... Oh, don't look so surprised. You know what you're watching. You know what you came here for. Anyway. Too far. Okay, yeah, I see the problem here. Okay. Press RB to guard against enemy attacks. Reading enemies' movements, pressing RB at just the right time, you can perform a parry. A successful parry... Okay, now I see what's going on here. They have the Habijo characters because this is just in case you start playing... Yeah, I get it. Ah, okay. There we go. When the blue burst gauge is full, press LT, which is an L2... activate burst mode, increasing your attack power and granting the potential for infinite aerial raves. While burst mode is active, gauge will deplete. Once it reaches 0, it will automatically perform a burst finish, dealing significant damage to surrounding enemies. To fire a burst finish early, press LT. Yeah. I think I get it. Oh. There we go. Okay, now I got it. I don't know how often I'm going to use some of these moves, is the problem. I feel like those last couple were a little new to me. Oh, really? Huh. Yeah, that was a feature in the 3DS version. But I think you had to unlock it. No one's here. I wonder if I'm the first to finish taking out the dummies. First, indeed. You and Hibari are the only ones left. Eh? Katsuragi, Ikaruga, and Yagyu have already returned to the ninja room. Well, I mean, you should have seen something like that coming when they weren't there with you and Hibari. Just saying. Once Hibari returns, the two of you are to join them. Yes, sir. Maybe I'm not really cut out for it. Yeah, that's what I want to hear from my hero in this game. That they're not ready to... They're not cut out for the thing that they're training to be. Don't do that to yourself, kid. Honestly, you gotta have more confidence in yourself. Are you serious? A B? I start off with a B. I feel so disappointed. I mean, granted, I don't know how much better I could have done, but... That reminds me, there was an additional thing in the original Burst game where if you did achieve an S rank or whatever, you got a star next to your thing. What does a star do? What happens if you collect enough stars? Absolutely nothing. So it just begs the question, why do it? 4,540 zeni? I think that's I think that's it. You can block and parry in mid. Good to know. Oh, right, Yang. So Yang Mastery is one of the styles you can play in this game. We'll talk about the other one later. Again, not that I'm probably going to, because I like to brute force my way through these games. And that's just music. The music's not bad. It's not something I'm gonna go listen to, especially right now. Let's keep going. Challenged a 2-star mission. Was that really 2 stars? Oh no, what should I do? Hibari, what's the matter? I can't help you if you don't tell me anything. You won't get mad? How would I be mad at one of my friends? Come on, out with it. Well, I kinda lost my ninja art scroll. Yeah, that's something to be that worried about. Master Kirya's gonna kill me, isn't he? I don't know. I'd be expecting worse than death if I were you. Yeah, you're probably right. We've still got some time before class. I'll help you look for it. Really? Thank you, Asuka. So, can you think of where you might have dropped it? Maybe when I fell in the shopping district. Alright, let's go check it out. Yeah, I think I remember this scene well. Where could it be? It doesn't look like she dropped it anywhere on the street. Yeah, not only was this in the original game, I think this was also in the manga. Striking Shadows? Huh? That person over there? She's got Hibari's ninja art scroll. Hey, give that back! Too bad you don't get to see who it is. Ah! I wonder if I should... Actually, I'm surprised they didn't have that as a tutorial thing, but... I don't know, maybe they'll talk about it here? I guess not. Yeah, so yeah, it's not just the heroines that get the worst of it. Get up! Actually, so far I'm not doing terribly. I haven't even transformed yet. Oh! Right. Okay. Maybe I should. How do I do it again? There we go. So simple, and yet I forget it. where are you? Oh wait, that was it? I really could have just done it without the transformation. That's silly. That's very silly. Okay, yeah, it moves, but it's so limited. I keep looking at the images for the buttons, and it's just the left stick looks off. Yes, I got Hibari's scroll back. Better hurry back to school. Hibari, look! Oh, my Ninja Art scroll. Thank you, Asuka. Make sure you keep it tight in your cleavage so you don't drop it again. I will. Thanks again. Such a good friend, Asuka. Ah, it's a bee again, but you see, the bee is silver this time. I'm sure that makes all the difference, right? Alright, more reward money. Not quite to level 2 yet, but... Alright, yeah, just... You know what? Give me just a short second. We're nearing the hour mark, and, hold on. I just need a second. Let me just see something here. Okay. Alright. Okay. Okay. Didn't I have a... Eh, darn it. Okay, yeah. Hold on, I need to add something here. I decided to make some graphics for, you know, for starting the stream, and, well, I mean, I say that, but Rose Pricks, who created my avatar in the bottom right there, also made a background for me when I originally commissioned these for creating YouTube stuff. I just never really got around to using it, but I figure this is as good a time as any to actually make use of it, so... Alright, there we go. Just give me a second, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Apparently the sound isn't. Crap. What happened? Oh boy. Let me just make sure I got this stuff saved. Okay, bear with me a second. I don't know what happened to the sound. Dang it. I might have to restart the game up. Hold on. This could only happen to me. Okay. So let me just... Yeah, I got this saved. I just save it again. Hope everybody's having a good time. Everybody's had their good days. It's Friday. Figured. It's Friday, so actually it's not just Friday, it's Memorial Day weekend Friday. So I hope everybody's got some good plans going on.
Marvelous.
Okay, good. Sounds back. This is the only thing I haven't really been able to figure out about these things is... about OBS at least, is why it is that the game freezes up the way it does. I don't know why that is. I mean, it was especially different with Mass Effect because the music was still playing, but the video wasn't going. At least I can continue. Saved like how many times? Alright, so before we go any further, I do want to just take a look at what's in the shop. Obviously, you got your clothes, you've got accessories, pics and videos. Good lord, why are they... And you got the music. Music is not important to me. What the heck are these? I can't even check them out for information. Yeah, we can obviously buy... Bubbly, One Piece... Even then, the selection here really isn't that much, is there? Unless you're able to unlock more the further on you go. I'm not sure. I am not sure. Bath towel, sailor, military... Yeah. I did play a little bit of, Shinobi versus... And I know that their shop system is much different. It seems like it's more of a, it's more along the lines of a gacha than it is an actual store. At least I think the underwear portion is. But regardless, yeah. I'm not ready to spend on anything just yet. So we'll just hold off on these and keep going with the rest of the game. Here we go, Frantic. It showed up on the start screen for the previous level. I don't know why they didn't go into a detail about it there. On the mission start screen, press LB and RB to activate Frantic mode. Show your confidence by ripping off your clothes and reach the peak of your power. Your defense will drop like a rock, but your attack will shoot way up and you'll have infinite light attacks. Plus, when the burst gauge is at max, you'll be able to perform an instant burst finish by pressing LT. Which is all good, but I remember I had some problems with this at later points in the game, probably because I wasn't at a high enough level. At the same time, it really showcases how useless it can be under certain circumstances. Because, yeah, you have to be really skilled with using it, if you had asked me. So yeah, let's keep going. Street sweeping. Alright, it looks like you are to clear out the delinquents who have gathered in the Old Town District. Hurry before any locals get hurt. Kirya. Alright, well, it's showing Ikaruga. Screw it. I'm switching over to Ikaruga for this one. She's my girl. My waifu, as the kids say these days. I mean, they've been saying it longer than I've listened. I don't know. What seems to be the matter, everyone? I said I'd like to know what the matter is. So would I. Why is there such a long pause? Cease, desist, and listen to me! Sorry. Now then, why are you fighting? Maybe I can help resolve the issue. Well, it was no big deal at first. We were just wondering what to eat on our way home. No one could agree, though, and I guess things kind of escalated. I see, then. What did everyone else wish to eat? I wanted futamaki rolls, Kat wanted ramen, Yagi voted for dried squid, and Hibari wanted sweets. I'm sure there's a way you can mix it all in together somewhere. That's certainly an eclectic selection. God, I love that face. Oh, she looks how I feel. I understand. This is a difficult matter, but as class representative, it is my duty to help. I always forget that about her. Let's see. Dried squid, ramen, futamaki rolls, and sweets. There should be a place to buy each in the area. All the shops seem to be closed. I always forget they go on longer than the dialogue suggests. Of course. Seems we have some delinquents causing trouble. You are interfering with this district's daily business, and that, I'm afraid, I cannot overlook. Alright, so let's give this frenzy mode a try, shall we? Boy, really just not giving a damn, are you, Senran Kagura? Is that everybody? That's everybody. Alright. Oh, that's great. That is exactly what I wanted. Thank you so much. Oh, right. Oh. I lost. Yeah, nope, that was a loss. Great. What a great way to showcase the frantic mode. Thank you for rubbing it in. Only 400. Okay. Well. Okay, good. We can retry right from here. Yeah, no, I am going to make this work. Oh my god, what is with the Phantom of the Opera organ in the background? I'm not kidding. That actually sounds like it's straight out of the Phantom of the Opera song. Okay. Alright, I'm sure these cardboard boxes have to have something in them. I probably should have saved that. Alright. Ah. Yeah. So there's a pointer in the lower right that I can follow. And that's it. See, I can make this work. I just have to be a little bit more cautious. That's all. Although, I swear, Frantic Mode feels much slower and stiffer here than it does compared to the normal game. I don't know what that's about. Yeah, looking good. Again, so limited. You would think that for a game that's being remade on the PS4, you would have much more control over the camera angle for something like that. Now to purchase everyone's food of choice. That should be enough for everyone. She walked back in her underwear, of course. Alright! And I had a chance to cook it all myself, in my own style. Huh? I call it the Dried Squid Ramen Futamaki Edition plus sweets. You shouldn't have. In my estimation, friends should be happy to partake of one another's favorite foods. Okay, but not like that. I don't know how this will taste. If somebody was to actually make it in real life, how would it be? Well, how do I put this delicately? Then again, you really did go out of your way to make this. Okay, here goes nothing. I mean, she's stripped down to her underwear in order to fight people to get the stores to open back up for her, so... What's this? What's this? There's something in the food. This is way better than I thought it was gonna be. See? Still, I really was in the mood for a plain old futamaki roll. Oh dear. And that's the scene. A star. Yeah, I think that's it. I don't know if there is a S or not, S rank or not, but A star. I mean, that's still good, right? Oh crap! I just noticed it. I forgot there were top secret files. I think that's something that has. I don't know what that. Remember what that does. Cleared a mission without taking a single hit. Good. I earned that. I deserve that. Become invincible during short dashes. Alright, good. Music. Let's keep going. Ah, right. This is the more of the novelization portion of the... I bask in the morning warmth of the summer sun and head for Hanzo. People tend to get sluggish as the weather warms, but this is the perfect temperature for me. That's all because the sunlight is the source of my energy. I don't think we're missing too much, but it's kind of important at the same time. I'm in such good spirits, I can't seem to keep myself from humming. Oh my god, really? With the egg on the bread and everything, kid. I look up and notice I'm already at the school gate, after already being late for school. As one apparently does in Japan. I did mention this is like in the 2010s that this game came out, right? Which kind of makes sense. This was not only was this a trend in anime for the longest time. I remember there was actually one in particular that made fun of the trope by... I don't remember the anime's name. God help me, but I remember there was a bit from an anime where, you know, the kid's obviously running with the toast in their mouth, and one of his buddies is running up alongside him with a carving table hanging around his neck, and he's cutting up pork or fish or something. And it was like the funniest shit. But then again, those days of Tumblr, like, anything would have made you laugh back then. And I remember too, it actually did become a trend on Tumblr. I don't know if it became a trend on Twitter or what other social media was around at that point in time. But I remember there were people making fun of the stuff food in your mouth as you're running late for school thing. One in particular I remember is somebody was holding onto a bucket of Kentucky Fried Chicken in their mouth, and the caption was, "Shit, I'm late for America school." It's just... I miss those days. I miss those days where we could just be silly like that. Anyway. Not the main gate, it's actually a rear gate, made specifically for the shinobi students. It wouldn't do to make friends with the regular students and have them start getting nosy about which class I'm in. For that same reason, the shinobi student classrooms are kept well out of sight for the general student body. Why not just make that barrier thing around them, then? Hey! I go through the gate only to hear a voice calling me from behind. It's a boy in a baseball uniform, looking very out of breath as he stops. His hair is buzzed short and his face is very tanned. He must be at least 6 feet tall. No doubt he's seriously into sports. What? He stammers for a moment, and he winds up, and there's the pitch! Not saying anything at all. Kind of in a hurry. I don't want to stand by the rear gate forever. That's what he said. I don't remember this part. I'm caught off guard. I have no idea how to react. I love you! Please go out with me! He drops his gaze in a hurry. I can see the neat little whorl of hair on the back of his head. That's a new one. A little whorl? Whorl? A little whore of hair? I don't know what I'm saying anymore. At my failure to respond, he turns and runs off like a scared rabbit. What was that all about? I mean, clearly he was confessing to you, but I actually don't know how well that works out in anime. I check the clock and see it's time for homeroom to start. I sprint off for the ninja room. It's quite the room. The entire morning passes in a blur. I love you. Please go out with me. No one's ever said anything like that to me before. Especially weird because I don't know too many male characters in Senran Kagura. There's obviously the teacher here. There's Asuka's grandfather. I know him. He's in there. Ikaruga's brother, I think stepbrother, is in here. And then there's some other people that are involved in the corporation stuff. I am giving away too much, but you already kind of knew that because it already said in the prologue the corporations were a thing. Any case, the number of in Senran Kagura, the number of men to women is like astoundingly low. So it's no surprise you have a character like Katsuragi who is obsessed with the bosoms, if you will. Something wrong, Asuka? Are you not going to eat your lunch? Wow, I used to think that reading the text on my story banners was bad, but looking at that black on white text on top of the background is... Ooh, it actually hurts. Hibari peers at my face. I suddenly realize it's lunchtime. I'm just sitting here with my lunchbox, daydreaming. Did something happen? No, it's just... A boy I don't know just told me he loved me. Everyone in the ninja room reacts as one, so much so that they startle me. Details! I want the gory details! How is it gory? That's... A boy, you say? I'd like to hear more too. As they bombarded me with questions, I decided to go ahead and fill them in. I mean, at least 3 of them are bombarding you. Yagyu is just kind of minding her own business. So this boy is a baseball player from another school, correct? Ikaruga speaks with calm assurance, as she is known to do. I'm trying to be more like her in that regard. Good. Always try to be Ikaruga, folks. Calm assurance. That's all you need in life. A baseball player, nice! Maybe a future major leaguer. Sounds like you got yourself a real catch, Asuka. Cat is almost trembling with enthusiasm. Yeah. You think so? Oh, hell yeah! I mean, good luck keeping up with him, unless you end up being a performer or a TV announcer or something, but still, right? What are you... She's a Actually, what the heck do the older shinobi do when they aren't teaching and training and stuff? No, all I want is to be a shinobi. I don't have any dreams of becoming a celebrity. Still, in the face of Kat's unbridled excitement, I can't help but give her a wry smile. Baseball's where they hit those really fast balls, right? Hibari, I am less of a baseball fan than most people in my family, and even I know how baseball... I know what... You live in Japan! You live in Japan, which is like the second biggest nation when it comes to baseball. How do you not know what baseball is? I ask this, but I'm pretty sure that there are people even in America that are ignorant about stuff like what baseball and football are. Again, back to Tumblr. There was a meme I remember from those days where it was a bunch of guys just pretending they knew what they were doing, but they really weren't. And there was a caption to go with it of sports, score the points, win the thing. But I can't actually imagine anybody's that ignorant, right? Right? Ikaruga nods at Hibari's question. Some pro baseball players are athletes on par with any shinobi. Oh wow, I bet they could use a sword to block shurikens then. No. No, I've tried. Swinging a sword like a baseball bat, it's just not the same. I wouldn't recommend it. As usual, Hibari's a little off the mark, but with her, it's always kind of cute. So, what do you plan to do? Well, hopefully not chop the audio up and stutter like that just did. Ikaruga asks her question quietly, as if to calm the turmoil. That's the question, isn't it? We're shinobi. You mustn't forget that. That's a spirit, Yagyu. Be the buzzkill. Embrace the buzzkill. Yagyu keeps her voice quiet and level. It's like she just splashed my mind with water. Heavy, dude. The ninja room, bustling with activity only moments before, goes silent. Even Cat settles down. Oh, obviously. I don't have the time to spare for love. I want to be a shinobi, and that's all. Really, I don't even know what going out is, or how you're supposed to do it. I mean, that's fair. Not everybody is going to know how to do it. By it, we're talking about cleaning gutters, right? Plus, I don't know what kind of person that boy is. He might not be the kind of person I want to be around, let alone fall in love with. Yeah, knowing this franchise, I'm pretty sure you're more likely to fall in love with any of the other girls than you are a dude. Feeling much better, I pop open the lid of my lunchbox. Inside is my favorite, futamaki rolls. I am pretty sure I am butchering the Japanese language here. I carelessly run along a mountain path. Every morning I perform personal training. I'm still inexperienced. I'm nowhere near as strong as Cat is. Ikaruga's much faster than I am. Yagyu's technical mastery and Hibari's espionage skills are superior to mine as well. Hibari? Espionage skill? I don't know. That doesn't sound like the same person. Especially since I'm not a fan of losing to anyone, I'm always training as much as I can. I suddenly sense another presence. Who's there? The boy from yesterday emerges from the woods. Again, he's wearing his baseball uniform. I could ask you the same thing. Don't tell me you're a stalker. He shakes his head in a sudden panic. That sounds like the kind of thing only a stalker would do. I was at batting practice. Now I'm retrieving balls. I got some balls for you to retrieve right here. No. By yourself? Yes, it's my personal training. Personal training. Okay, yeah, sure. Just like me, I think, but don't say. I want to practice more than anyone. Baseball's really special to me. To practice more than anyone. I want to tell him I know how that feels. I steal a glance at his face. Even though he's drenched in sweat, he still looks full of energy. He's actually kind of cool. I feel myself begin to blush and quickly look away. My name's Suzuki. Can I ask your name? Suzuki, you don't even know my name and you told me you loved me? Yeah. I have to admit, I'm being a little mean. No, I think you're fair. Speaking as somebody who would do something stupid like that as a teenager, yeah, no, he's, yeah. Suzuki quickly wipes his palms. No, it was like love at first sight. Oh, that's even worse, dude. I'm Asuka. It's nice to meet you. I smile at him, and he lets out a huge sigh. Asuka. I know this is kind of awkward, but if it's okay, I'd like to ask you something. Ask me what? Would you be willing to go out with me? I lose all my words and fall utterly silent. All I can hear are the birds and the wind. And they are telling me that they are tired of your bullshit. I'm just bothering you, aren't I? I mean, I get it. I'm a total stranger. Suzuki smiles bitterly and scratches his head. But at least we're introduced now, right? Listen, we've got a game this weekend. If you feel up to it, you're welcome to come watch. I find myself looking straight into his eyes. His pure, honest eyes. Except, I think there's a twinkle. Like a tiny little twinkle. It looks like visions of a Hitomi Tanaka video? Not really pure and honest right there. Would it be okay to watch his game? Ikaruga and Yagyu wouldn't be too upset about it, I wouldn't think. I realize I'm still hesitating. Suzuki lowers his head slightly and starts jogging down the mountain, taking the obvious hint. His back is broad and manly. Right as morning classes end, the door to the ninja room flies open. The sushi chef bursts in, laughing loudly. Oh, so the sushi chef knows about the shinobi? It's my very dear oh, right. Right, her grandfather, Hanzo. You know, the bow and arrow guy from Overwatch? No, I joke. That joke's been made before anyway. Hey, Asuka, showing them what you're made of, are you? Master Hanzo, it's been quite some time. Master Kiriya bows deeply. Enough of that, Kiriya. I'm long retired. My grandpa's known as a legendary shinobi. Before he retired, he was apparently amazing. Like a spider. Rumor has it that Hanzo Academy is actually named after him. We didn't want to tell him that it was actually named after the bow and arrow guy. No, again, I'm just... Even though no civilian knows anything about his legend. And that's a good thing. We protect others from the shadows. And we do it with no expectation of gratitude. I think that's what the battle for justice is all about. It's also what the true meaning of Christmas is, but that's another story. I'd love to be a shinobi of Grandpa's caliber. That's been my dream since I was little. What brings you here, Grandpa? I mean, he's clearly here to offer sushi. I thought I'd make lunch for everyone. At that, he unties a cloth wrapper. The smell of rice vinegar greets our senses. You are much more energetic about the sushi than I am willing to read. Hibari literally jumps for joy. Everyone quickly gathers around Grandpa. My parents run a sushi restaurant. It's managed by both of them, plus Grandpa. Business is tough, but the regular customers must make up for it. Here you go, Grandpa's special futamaki rolls. Here, Asuka, pass these out, would you? Dang it, I just saw a creepy crawly. And now I don't know where it went. I take the sushi bucket from him and go around, handing the rolls out to everyone. Yagi, you are way into that thing, and these look delicious. It's thick, but I'll bet I can handle it. I would like for you, whoever is watching this, VOD or live or whatever, I'd like you to just close your eyes for the next couple minutes and just... Ikaru! Okay. Yeah, just close your eyes throughout the rest of this scene. Like, don't open them up until I tell you to. Here goes. Delicious. As everyone cheerfully stuffs food... Okay, I think you can open them up now. As everyone cheerfully stuffs futamaki rolls into their mouths, Grandpa smiles and motions me over. I mean, this feels very dirty, but I have seen these girls in much dirtier situations. And I'm not even sure if I'm talking about the Rule 34. What is it? I hear your thoughts have turned to love of late. Did the others tell him? Did the boy tell him? No, they wouldn't have just blurted this out. So how did he know about the boy? After thinking about it, it hits me. Grandpa is a legendary shinobi. No one can hide secrets from him, especially not his own granddaughter. It's not like I'm really in love or anything. Asuka, have you ever heard about how your parents met? I shake my head. He lowers his voice to a whisper and tells me the story. Dad was a law student at a famous university. Apparently, he fell in love with my shinobi student mom at first sight. Grandpa objected to them dating, of course. But Dad refused to give up and got into an endless series of arguments with Grandpa in the process. So how come you gave in and let them see each other? Well, it all happened because I decided to sell my house and give the money over to your father. Then he put me into a retirement home. But at least now I get to reminisce about the old days about when we used to tie onions around our belts, which was the style at the time. Your father gave up his dream of being a lawyer and said he wanted to open a sushi restaurant with me. Said he didn't need dreams or money if he could only be with the woman he loved. That's what he told me. Turns out he was lying about that. He just didn't want to. He just did not want to deal with the current administration and the lawyer. I am getting way off track here. How's your day doing, darling? I never dreamed that was why Dad ended up running a sushi restaurant. I feel tears welling up. My eyes run hot. If he was willing to go that far, I could barely refuse his requests. Now could I? Yep, my voice was not ready to do that voice, but I'm doing it anyway. I nod in agreement. So, what's this boyfriend of yours like? I told you he's not my boyfriend. But if you want to know what he's like, well, he's kind of like me, I guess. He gets up early to practice like crazy. He's really focused on his goals. He really is a lot like me. Asuka, it's good to love someone. You should go for this. Huh? I'm at a loss for words. I never thought I'd hear Grandpa actually encourage me to pursue romance. Remember what I've always told you? Power has to be a pairing of sword and shield. But you have to go out into the forest and find both Zacian and Azama Zenta in order to do so. I nod slightly. I've always had a knack for fighting. I beat up a lot of bullies when I was growing up. Even then, I wanted to be a good shinobi. It's what felt right for me. Alright, so that just raises the question of, How does one actually get on the path to being an evil shinobi? Because you have the school for good shinobi, you have the school for evil shinobi. How do you determine which way you go down? So one day Grandpa said to me, "Well, strength is a mere sword, and a sword is meaningless if not joined with a shield." Why, just look at that Surfetched over there. Look at how well he does with both a sword and a shield. I'm going to go catch it. I didn't have a clue what he meant. Especially since he's making references to a franchise I'm not familiar with. I'm sorry, it's just where my head goes with Sword and Shield. I really do blame the Pokemon games for that. I got that a sword was powerful, but a shield? I mean, hey, have you seen how Goofy handles that thing in Kingdom Hearts? Even in all my time at Hanzo Academy so far, I still haven't really figured it out. Love can be difficult for shinobi, certainly, but the feelings of loving someone, I'm sure, will teach you the meaning of the sword and shield. As he says this, he claps me on the back. Hard. I start coughing and he laughs in response. I finally get it. He wants me to know how a shinobi would think in this situation. Thanks, Grandpa. At my small expression of gratitude, he nods deeply. Whew. In the end, I don't go to Suzuki's game. I also changed the route I take when training in the morning so as not to run into him again. Grandpa's words have made things clear to me. I'm not ready for love. Not yet. There's still a lot I want to do before I learn of the strength born of the Sword and Shield. I mean, there's also the possibility that you may be an asexual, but, you know, far be it for me to judge. One morning, I finish my morning training and glance at the sports section of the paper. There, I see a small article about Suzuki's success. He'd pitched a shutout game with 18 strikeouts. He'd even hit 2 home runs out of his 5 times at bat. He led his team to victory as pitcher and batter. He'd been his team's sword and shield all rolled into one. I think we've beaten the metaphor into the ground. Good luck to you, Suzuki. I smile softly and gently close the paper. I know these parts of the story are like long and there's really not much going on, but clearly they're here for the cases of character development. Another warm day. Nice and quiet. Except for the sound of the yo-yo playing behind me. Do you mind? Boy, it's a strong yo-yo. Oh, sorry about that. Didn't mean to run into you. No, it's okay. You're not hurt, are you? Nah, I'm fine. Later. Oh, she's in a hurry. Huh? Huh? Oh, my wallet's gone. That girl took it. I wonder, could she be one of the Grunt Mountain thieves I've been hearing? Grunt? Who comes up with these names? I only had 500 yen in there. I also had my fake ID, but that's besides the point. Money is money, and even more importantly, it's my precious allowance. Also, no way I'm going anywhere until I get it back. Not to mention, you know, in order for you to buy a new wallet anyway, you probably would have needed the 500. Just saying. Alright, let's just, there we go. Why not? Ah, dang it! Okay, that didn't do anything for my health, but... yeah, that's what I was looking for. A little bit more speed. Do you mind? Okay, yeah, just... where am I? Last thing I need is a bush in the way. I don't mind a little bit of bush, but that is a very big bush right there. There's got to be somewhere to heal. Thank you. Oh, there's two of them. Great. Nope. No, 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 no. That's convenient, at least. Oh. Excuse me a second. So this is actually one of the reasons I really wanted to look into Burst Renewal 2. On the 3DS, obviously, since it was such an early... game for the system, clearly there was still a bit of issue. It's not, like, I'm not a very big frames per second kind of guy, but you could definitely feel the game slowing down and lagging a bit thanks to, you know, the limitations of the system. Like I said, this game kind of has, it plays a little bit like a mini Hyrule Warriors, Fire Emblem Warriors, you know, I actually forget the name of the main franchise that those are spun off from. But my point still stands. It's a major hack and slash kind of game. So yeah, the more enemies, it's going to affect how the frame rate works, but it gets better, I would say. It definitely gets better with the second one. Oh no, the little thief got away. Or... here you go, Jugs. Your wallet. I got it back for you. Okay. First of all, hello, Hamura. Second, you're one to talk and you know it. Thank you so much. I just wish that you didn't have to see me like this, trying to get my wallet. Don't call me Jugs. My name's Asuka. And who are you? Hamura. I'm Hamura. Hamura, huh? Oh, please, let me get you a little something to say thanks. Are you sure? I think you'd be better off just using that money to buy yourself new clothes. Excuse me! Nah, I'm good. I know, I'm kind of just doing the bit with myself here. Just humor me, please. Don't be modest, I'll just spend like 500 yen. That's all I have anyway. I'll pass. She's gone. Hamura, was it? Those moves when she got back my wallet were impressive. I wonder if she studies martial arts. I just wish that the audience could have seen what I saw, because a lot definitely happened off screen. Okay, I'll just have to try harder. Ugh. B-Star. Okay, so yeah, it's still got a ways to go. You know, in a way, this kind of reminds me of one of the early problems I had with Zenless Zone Zero. I enjoy the game. I enjoy the gameplay, don't get me wrong, but it's definitely got that vibe of all this story, but not enough action in the gameplay. Do you know what I mean? Like, we've obviously got 41 episodes of this to go through, and I've only gone through, what, 4? Especially because the novelization part took, God, like, what, 20 minutes? Half an hour to do? We're in for the long one, folks. I am not backing down from this. That's it, only 3,600 yen, Zenny. Well. Oh, okay. So, it's per character. Alright, I can deal with that. Top secret files, yo-yo abilities, flyer for sushi restaurant. Asuka going to school with toast. Let's all eat futamaki rolls. Give me a second. Ugh. I need to stand up for a minute, just stretch. Just don't mind me. I'm not going to do the break time screen. Just give me a sec. Okay, I'm back. Definitely needed that. There's like a crick in my shoulder blade that I haven't been able to get rid of for the last couple of days. I think that's actually why I skipped the gym tonight. Just try to relax myself a little bit. You know, you think going to the gym 5 days a week is a good idea, but it really doesn't. Hmm? Isn't that Asuka? I'm terribly sorry. I apologize. Some weirdo students are feeling her up. That's my job! Hands off my thigh! Now, I get we gotta keep our strength and shinobi hidden from the normies, but come on, Asuka, learn when to fight back. Hey! Keep your hands off Asuka! Cat? I'm always up for copping a good feel, but this is over the line. I think you need an ass-kicking, self-defense style. I feel like you could have said self-defense style in the zoom in. Condition, get rid of the delinquents, alright. I'll just keep doing the frantic thing for as long as I can. Now, you know what they say about a woman who wears big boots, right? Forgot they have like a hover effect to them too. I think. Because she's definitely sliding around more than, you know, one would. With the leg drop! Where are you? That was way easier than I expected. I know we're early on in the game, but still. You call that a fight? Hey, cat? You're in your underwear. You just beat up the Public Morals Committee. The what now? They were telling me how much I needed to lengthen my skirt. No way. Well, my bad for whatever it's worth now. Well, you know, they've kind of been ignoring you and your open button shirt, Katsuragi, but I think they're not going to be overlooking that for much longer. How about we let it slide and just call it just another groping incident? I'm in big trouble. And you laugh it off just like that. I mean, what else are you supposed to do, right? Yeah, at some point I should probably just stop using frantic mode and just go straight into the usual stuff. Wish it'd at least give you a preview of the outfit that you're looking to buy. Because I don't know what a festival happy looks like. I know what a yukata is. I imagine the One Piece is, you know, the great treasure. A Hawaiian shirt is probably just a Hawaiian shirt. Military sailor bath towel. Surely there has to be more to offer than just these, right? Yeah, you don't even unlock the actual image. You have to buy the image that you unlock. It's the same thing with the music. I forgot about that much. I just don't get it. Again, though, would it really just kill them to show off what that looks like? Alright. Might as well just keep going. Alright, I think this means that we've wrapped around to the end. I'm not sure. Oh, it still plays Katsuragi. It doesn't... Switch to... Yeah, I think this is what I want to do. Oh, Yagyu. Did you want this plushie too? I've always wanted one. I'm aware. So can I please have this one, please? I've been looking forever. Why is everything blurry? Oh, it shouldn't be that blurry. No, I get it. You can't resist the cuteness either, right? No, no need to hide it. How about we duel for it? Winner takes all. A duel? Yeah, I mean, I don't think I could beat you, but sometimes you've got to go all in, right? Alright, I accept your challenge. Alright. Oh, I'm playing as Yagi this time, okay. This ought to be easy enough. The Shinobi of Espionage, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, whoa, 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 okay. Whoa. Do you mind? Okay, why isn't the dash working? Oh, now it works. Wow, okay. I know I said don't judge, but Jesus Christ, Ibari, why you gotta go so widespread? I really should be transforming at some point. Alright, we're getting somewhere. Might as well. I'm in no danger, but it's just, it's better off to do that. And I think that's the match. Yep. Yeah, we didn't even have to fully undress her. I consider that good. Yes, that is the end. You sound so disappointed. I lost. No, I gotta do it right. Wah, wah. Can't cry on you. This plushie is yours. Huh? You're letting me have it? You said you wanted it, didn't you? I was planning to give it to you as a gift from the start. Well, you know, you gotta work on your communication skills, kids. Huh? Then why'd you agree to the duel? Because I see your potential. If you learn to be bold and assertive, self-confidence will follow. So, you went along with it for my sake? Yes. Thank you. You're really sweet. You know that? Might as well be. I mean, y'all are kind of the gayest ones out of all the Hanzo girls. That's including the pervert Katsuragi. No, it's really nothing. Sure it isn't. Again, you Yagyu especially, I'm pretty sure is just one of the gayest mofos in this shinobi school. Huh. It's actually a lot for B, surprisingly. Really? That's all I get? Alright, well, it's something, I guess. I'm sorry. It's rather difficult to take the class when one has left one's kunai at home, Hibari. I could have sworn I packed them, though. I have no choice but to assign your supplemental lessons after school. But I was gonna go have some banana crepes with everyone today. I mean, how can you say no to eyes like that? That's really too bad for you. Please wait a minute, Master. We'll take those extra lessons too. Huh? There we go. Okay, we can get more than 3 people in a scene. We've all agreed. What's the meaning of this? All for one and one for all. It's what friends do. Very well. The lessons will be conducted out in the yard. Whoever among you scores lowest will be remanded for additional lessons. All of them are suddenly regretting this. Yes, sir. Condition: destroy all shinobi dummies. Right. Again. The whole espionage thing. So yeah, she uses that plush doll to attack. But that's not all she can do. Oh, okay, she can shoot lightning. I forgot about that part. What was that just... Was that a trap? I gotta admit, I'm not sure. No, it looks like a trap. Alright. That's enough of this. Ah, excuse you. I feel like I'm doing something wrong here, because I'm not getting her other attacks. But yeah, this is why I question the espionage thing, partly because Most of her attacks literally are just her dueling out damage with her butt. I do admit, though, I think she's also one of the weaker characters to play as. There we go. Alright, that just happened. Whoa, okay. I do admit, though, this fight is going on a little longer than I would have thought it to. I think you're the last one, aren't you? There we go. You all know you want to be that bunny. What are we looking at? I won. Oh shoot, I'm on bottom. Guess it's more lessons for me. Asuka, don't tell me you held back. Okay, I won't. Huh? Well... You're such a meanie. I'm sorry, I really truly am. It's hard being a shield for your friends. Ah, see? Comes back around. No, it's okay. I know you were doing it for me. I appreciate it. So maybe it'll be two of us in those extra lessons, huh? Yeah, looks like it. And see. Alright, yeah, see, she got, I don't know. Probably because the last one was just a boss fight. I don't know. Come on, bring me someone tougher. You're all a bunch of pussies. Wow. I don't know why I wasn't expecting that of all things to be said in this game. I'm bored. This isn't fun at all. Okay. I open my eyes to see the dorm ceiling. The clock by my bed says it's 4 a.m. I must be lonely. I had the same dream as usual. It's been that way for the past few years, and I always wake up right at that same point. Dream or not, it leaves me unsatisfied. You'd think I'd at least be able to find satisfaction in my dreams, but no. My name's Katsuragi. Now, my parents named me something else, and I do still like that name, but this is my code name now. Weird that none of the other girls seem to have one. It's what everybody calls me, and I'm used to it. Never really cared much about names anyway. What's in a name, as they would say? After I finish changing, I jump out the dorm window and dash off into the mountains. Good lord. Girl, use the door. I know you're a shinobi and everything else, but please. A shinobi's morning starts early. I'm still just a student, but the basic routine isn't all that different from a full-fledged one. What is different is the danger. The only opponents we students fight are dummies, every single day. I was gonna make a joke, but I need to find the right way to phrase it. Even if I do get to fight outside of class, it's just thieves or gang members. It gets really boring. I want to fight someone much, much stronger. Ugh. Katsuragi's just coming at the camera with 5-mile-per-hour wind. She's not graduating, is she? See, that's a joke for the VTuber audience, but I don't even know if they want to hear that right now. We've kind of gone through some shit. That's why I can't miss out on training. So when someone really tough does show up, you bet your ass I'll fight him with no regrets. First off, I do some stretching to limber up. Then, a quick jog across the field. I feel good as I listen to my footfalls on the mountain road and the chirping of the birds. After 6 miles, I do some more stretching, then 100 push-ups and sit-ups each. By the time I break a sweat, the sun finally decides to put in an appearance. The orange sunshine peeks between the trees, coloring the whole mountain in a warm glow. I love this time of day. Once I finish, I start to head back to the dorms when I feel a small presence behind me. I turn around, but there's nothing there. Ugh, felt a yawn there myself. Choco? I say it without even thinking. Choco's my dog's name. He's a pedigree Pomeranian, small enough to hold in one hand. He's round like a little ball, and I used to love to roll the little guy around. That does not feel safe. But one day, Choco disappeared. I'd had him since I was little. Ever since then, whenever I get that odd feeling, I find myself thinking maybe it's him. There's no way it's Choco. I mean, it's silly to think he'd just show up. But I can't bring myself to give up hope. I'm still always looking for him. I feel my eyes welling up with tears. Actually, Choco wasn't the only one who vanished. My parents disappeared right along with him. As for why and how they disappeared, I think I understand. That's why I want to be strong. If you're not strong in a shinobi's world, you lose everything. I've never actually talked to anyone at school about my family. Getting all mopey about that kind of thing just isn't my style, you know? Alright, time for breakfast. I changed my mood through sheer force of will. Or that you were already hungry, I'm sure. I walk into the ninja room and go straight for the sushi counter. I fire up the casserole dish. First, some water in the pan for my special miso. Once it boils, I throw in some noodles and add a dash of wild grass I found while I was running. The smell of miso gradually fills the ninja room. After 3 minutes of unashamed drooling, the ultimate shinobi cooking is done. As I eat my wild grass and ramen special, a weird sight suddenly fills my vision. Something round is moving on the other side of the screen door. I fling the screen door open without thinking. I can't believe my eyes. Or my ears? The heck was that? A soft, fluffy ball is floating in the air. What's this? What's this? What's this? It's floating in the air! Judging by the color and form, it's not one of Master Kirya's ninja tools. Not to mention, he never brings out his tools outside of class. I mean, he's gonna have your tools right here. No, we're not doing that. Must be from an enemy. I spring to my feet. I kick the ball clean in half. It disappears in a puff of smoke with nothing left behind. I scan all around me for threats. There's no sign of the enemy, but my adrenaline is still at max. I'll bet that thing was an enemy probe. If it was just floating around at random, there's no telling what kind of data it could have uncovered. And if that's true, it was probably sending data back. Which would mean a battle is on the horizon. Is something wrong, Cat? I see now that Asuka's in the room. Not sure when she walked in. She looks worried.
いや、まあ、
No, it's nothing.
これ
What's this? What's this? She's pointing at my ramen!
授業に遅刻
Even
す
if
る
you're going to be late for class, you never leave any ramen behind. I know something's up.
きっとなんかあったんだよ。
See? We're learning character traits. Aren't you glad? Asuka's a persistent one.
わかった。
Fine, once we're all together, I'll spell.
全部話すよ。
I better go grab a quick drink. Don't worry. This won't take a sec. Let's take like just a second. All right. You know, before we continue, I do want to say I did look up how much time there is in the game for on howlongtobeat.com, I think it is. And it said 15 and a half hours. Now, I'm actually wondering, is that including these novelization bits, or is that just skipping that part altogether? I honestly have no idea. Once everybody's gathered, I tell them about the ball. Maybe we ought to ask Mr. Kirya about it, Hibari says in response.
同感だ。
Agreed. Yagyu nods slightly.
でも、
But
今日は
isn't he out on business today? Ikaruga reminds me. And everyone. What do we do? They might come at us any time, right? Can we fight them on our own? We don't know for certain that they plan to attack, Yagyu says, gently comforting Hibari. I disagree with all of them. I want to fight. I want to fight someone tough. That's why I've done all this training. I want to see just how strong I really am. I can't tell them that, though. Not when I see how anxious they all are. They'll come. I know the enemy is coming. That's too easy a joke. I'm completely convinced. And if they're out to get us, it makes perfect sense that they do it while our master is away. Someone's here, cries Hibari, peering outside around the sliding door. There's a strange-looking girl in the courtyard. She doesn't hide her cold intent to kill. I can feel it. I'm drowning in it. Alright, now we're getting somewhere. They're here. They're finally here. They're here. They're here. They're finally here. There's no more time for expectation. Shut up! We move to the courtyard in a group.
お前、
Who are you?
お前たち、
You guys are shinobi students, right? The black-haired girl takes a single step forward.
私は本
I'm Homura, shinobi student of the Hebijo Clandestine Girls Academy. Hebijo Clandestine Girls Academy? That is a mouthful. Can we just call it Hebijo? All shinobi students have heard its name. It's a notorious school where evil shinobi are raised and trained. But as notorious as it is, everything about it is shrouded in mystery.
お前らは半蔵の忍び
So you're Hanzo shinobi students.
何を言っているんですか
What are you talking about? We're... Ignoring Ikaruga's attempted misdirection, the girl pulls out a photograph and invokes a camouflage barrier.
しらばっくれても
It's no use playing dumb with me. The picture is of me right before I kicked that ball. So that ball was for surveillance after all. Damn it, I got a bot. Hold on. Ugh, there. I know I don't have a lot of viewers, but man, I am not doing it that way.
それに
So then, Hamura says with a grin,
隠れ結界を
I've made a camouflage barrier, but you're all still here, so obviously you're all shinobi.
そこにいるのは
Or a hallucination of my imagination. Could be either.
だったらなんだって
And what if we are, I ask, shaking with excitement.
超秘
Then
伝
you can
の
hand over the
私
super secret ninja art scroll.
渡せるわけがあり
We
ま
have
せん
no reason to do so, Karuga declares.
渡さなけ
And
れ
if
ば
we
どうなんだ
don't, I step forward. I'm just itching to fight now.
決まっているだろ
I take it by force, obviously. Hamura chuckles and draws a sword.
面白い
You've got my attention. I get ready to fight, but Asuka stops me. Hold it, cat. She's mine. Huh? Hamura and Asuka seem to be acquainted. Battles between shinobi are meant to be one-on-one. That's what we've always been taught. But if I let Asuka handle this, I won't get to fight.
そんなに戦いたい
If you really want to fight, I'll take you on. A girl with an expressionless face appears next to Hamura. Her eyes are blank as she draws closer to me.
あんた
Who are you?
日陰
Hikage. Hikage draws a knife and slashes at me. Her expression is static as her moves are fluid. I dodge out of the way at the last moment and create some distance.
あんた強いのか
How strong are you?
強い
Strong as I have to
そう
be.
ありたいもんやななんで
Meaning what?
命令に応え
If I'm not
るため
strong,
だったら
I'm not
強
following
くないとあ
orders.
かんやろ
She's following orders then. No shit. I can sense her strength. Finally, I get to fight someone tough. I've never been this happy in my life. Really? Never? Not even when you were trying to grope Asuka? I'm pretty sure you have groped Asuka, by the way. But really? This is okay. Fighting people like her is the only way I'll get stronger myself.
みんなは下がっていて
Stand back, everyone. We'll take care of this. Ikaruga nods slightly at me. Hibari and Yagyu take a step back. Asuka and Hamura. Hikage and me. Finally get our first taste of real combat. Hopefully it's a good one. Not doing the frantic mode for this, that's for sure.
でかちち女
So, Jugs, turns out you're a shinobi after. I really don't remember her calling you Jugs. Not me, but like Asuka. Although, I mean, hey, I gotta have to... Anyway. Yeah, I gotta admit, I didn't expect to meet you again like this. Can I ask you something? What do you need the super secret ninja art scroll for?
どうして
I have to ask?
決まってるだ
To
ろ
become the most powerful shinobi, of course. No, no, girl. Your tans are already something powerful. The most powerful? With both school scrolls in my hands, I'll be unbeatably strong. Theoretically, at least. That's ridiculous. You don't need the scrolls to be strong. You can get there through training. Strength at all costs. That's the way of Hebijo.
それが私たちヘビ
But that goes against the true path of the shinobi. She's evil.
文句があるならかかって
What does it matter to her? She's evil. Evil! If it really bothers you so much, then come here and do something about it.
お前の言う
Your
忍び
path of the shinobi is a joke, and I'll prove it to you.
いかに正当なのかを教えてやる
My path is no joke. For justice's sake, I will not abide you! Also, in the name of the moon, and so on and so forth. Yeah, that'll do it. So, amongst all the other things that Senran Kagura has done, I've mentioned the manga already, but they also had an anime. I barely watched it. I bought it on DVD, I watched the first episode, and I just remember I hated it. Not because of the content, but it was just... So normally I try, if I can, I try to watch. I try to watch anime dubbed instead of subbed. I know I can parry and stuff, but I always forget that's a thing. But yeah, I remember watching the first episode at least, and just not being happy with it. I think it had something to do with how the dubbing went, because I swear, somehow in 2012 or whenever the anime came out, they were still doing Speed Racer style, like, what I can only politely call, Speed Racer style dubbing, where, you know, you're talking like 100 miles a minute. Just as an example. But father, I must win the race. Haha, very well. Haha, but you must know that I am not your real father. Haha. Oh. Oh, yep. Distracted myself. Okay, yep, nope. Time for a transformation, I think. There has to be a way to skip this. There, okay. I got it. But yeah, the point of my discussion... Was that really the end? Oh, wow! Wow, that is more nudity than I was expecting. But yeah, that first episode focused on just Hamura and Asuka, building up their relationship. I did like that aspect of it, but I did not like how the dubbing handled it. It was like it was trying to fit every word in the Japanese dialogue into one sentence, and it just didn't work. I feel like if there was a better dubbing, it was Funimation, by the way. I'm pretty sure it was Funimation that did the dubbing for that. Or either that or they at least published the DVD set. But I just, if with a better dubbing team, they could have had something good at least. But no, I did not. I'm sure the voice actors, they were doing a fine job, but it just did not feel right to me to be listening to shotgun dialogue dubbed that harshly. Just no. And that's probably why I didn't bother with more of it, unfortunately. I'm sure it's a good show. It's definitely more Senran Kagura content, and I could enjoy more of it. I know there was another anime they did a while back. Never watched it, though. But yeah. I don't know, maybe another time we'll talk about the manga. There's not much to it. It was like 3 volumes, I remember that much, but I feel like there's a lot more to talk about there. Did I win? Finished already? Wow, you got dressed up rather quickly, huh? No way, I didn't even hurt you? I mean, you kind of hurt my pride by tearing through my clothes. I wanted to see if you were worth a damn. So I purposely let you get a few hits in. And it was nothing. Nothing! Like a feather on my cheek. You really thought that would hurt? Irk. No worries, I'm just here to say hi today. You might want to get your last rites in before we see each other again, though. Yeah, you know, just a casual, everyday, combative hi. Bye! Nope. That sure happened. Clear Chapter 1 of Hanzo National Academy arc. Okay. So that was just the first bit. Boy, howdy. New free missions have been added. Not really sure what these are for. Other than probably just training. I do want to just take a second before I continue. Wow. Look at that face now. Ugh. Wow, where did the energy go? Wow, everybody looks so down. Oh my god. It's like Katsuragi told everybody about the story about her dog. Man. Alright, I might as well just stop here and... I kind of want to check out some of this stuff. Alright, so we have Sailor. And then we have Sailor Uniform. I don't get it. No, it's too early for the bath tool. I'm actually surprised that's not priced higher for some reason. Yeah, don't worry. I'm gonna make this quick. Only because I want to see what else we got here. Yeah, again, I don't want to go through some of these outfits just because they're big spoilers, but... Well, that's actually nice. Very form-fitting. Yeah, you know, that suits you better. Okay, so yeah, that's the dealer's outfit. It's just kind of just like bunny outfit, except without the bunny ears. Oh, it's even got the leg band. It's the only disappointing thing. This game is not detailed enough to do like a squeeze in the thigh. Oh, so that's a bubbly one. Okay. Just gonna go back to the default for her. Although... indulge me if you will. That's barely noticeable. I'll take it. Okay, so it does stick around. Yeah, Katsuragi and Asuka are the only ones with noticeable changes to their uniforms. You'd think there'd be more variety among them. Alright, so let's get back on the road. Actually, one quick sip and then we'll get back. Alright, so yeah, it does kind of go in a circle, but... Just feels weird to me that, like, there's this bronze blue and then there's a silver blue. I'm sure if with a higher level and maybe even frantic mode I can do better than I have been doing, but eh. The ninja room's atmosphere is thick and heavy. My students' faces are dark with despair. Hardly surprising. There's a world of difference between classwork and actual combat. Asuka and Katsuragi lost their battles, and the other three are in shock. I'm sure that you probably see Katsuragi's perspective through another storyline, hint hint, wink wink. Although it's very weird that we don't see it here. I don't know. I feel like it should have been part of this. But I guess since she loses, and like you actually see her... again, getting ahead of myself here, but it's not like I'm really sharing... I don't know. The principal told me what happened. All of you. I'm unsure of what to say next. Should I praise them? Tell them they did well? They survived their first real fight, and that alone is noteworthy. Master Kiria. Asuka is staring me straight in the face. Her gaze is that of a puppy looking at its owner. I'm suddenly reminded of a former student. Rin. Ha! Ha! Rin. Never heard of that name. Maybe they're talking about old Rin Kenobi. That's right. Never again will I repeat that mistake. I finally find the words to continue speaking. You were both defeated by Hebijo's students. If that bothers you so much, you might as well give up on being shinobi and get out. Rin. The first pupil I ever had. She always sought to become a super ninja in order to help bring peace to the world. Her enthusiasm as a student was huge help to me as a teacher. Oh, Master, perfect timing. Please train with me. She was always like that. The moment she caught sight of me, she'd ask me to help her train. At times, I applauded her unbridled enthusiasm, though it occasionally troubled me. Oh, Master, I hope I'm not troubling you. I feel like that was intentional. Of course not. I'm your teacher, aren't I? Rin and I went to a small hill. Many wooden dummies were set up for training. 1, yeah. 2, yeah. 3, hiya! Rin demolished the dummies in sequence. 4, yeah. 5, hiya! 6, hiya! Okay. I screwed up on that one. After breaking 6 dummies in a row, she was breathing hard. From her face, it was obvious that she was ready for more. It was as if growing stronger were a foregone conclusion. Why do you want to become a shinobi, Rin? After all, a shinobi is like a pawn in chess. Disposable. Ugh. Anyone who seeks to become a shinobi has to come to terms with that. Which is why her enthusiasm concerned me. I don't want to become a shinobi, Master. Huh? I spoke without thinking. What I want to be is a super ninja! God, it sounds like something that comes out of an 80s movie title. It's like right up there with Megaforce as a title. Super Ninja? Yep, to help the whole world. Love and peace! It was so silly that I was momentarily at a loss for words. Now it's my turn. Why did you become a shinobi, Master? Rin's eyes held naked curiosity. Her simple, unadulterated gaze caught me off guard. I found myself answering her question despite never having told anyone else. Much like most students, my parents happened to be shinobi. I was trained as a shinobi from a young age. Never once was I in doubt about it. Since my parents were shinobi, I would be one as well. It was simply a matter of course. I had talent as a shinobi, so my parents were not disappointed. I leaped up to the high shinobi rank with no difficulty. But to say I was happy would be a lie. No matter my skill, I knew I was still disposable. What purpose did achieving high shinobi even serve? You were a high shinobi like an elite. So why'd you decide to become a teacher? Simple enough reason. Missions are potentially deadly. Teaching is not. Not in the land where I come from, buddy. Missions are potentially deadly. In that moment, I saw her face stiffen. You're right! I have to be prepared. I'll lay down my life for love and peace. Oh my god, kid, I wish I still had your enthusiasm. Never grow old. Sure enough, cheer and optimism rushed back into her face. I wondered just how much Rin understood about being a shinobi. It made me somewhat uneasy, but when I looked in her eyes, I found I didn't have the heart to tell her so. It might be a good thing, I thought. It might be good to have a shinobi like her. She didn't have a doubt in her mind, and when she was there in front of me, neither did I. I'll say it again. You were both defeated by Hebijo's students. If that bothers you so much, you might as well give up on being shinobi and get out. I immediately sensed the change in the ninja room's atmosphere. Master Kiria, that may have been a bit too harsh, Iguruga says in a surprisingly rough tone. That's right, Master Kiria. You can't say that. Katsuragi's face puffs with irritation. Say what you want about me, but Asuka's still only a second-year student. She took on some serious competition. She survived, and that wasn't easy. How about a little praise for that, at least? Asuka looks downward with her eyes brimming red. But faint praise will only result in more sorrow down the road. I can feel it in my bones. Enough to make my systems crawl. Welcome to the New Age, Katsuragi. Hebijo is known for producing shinobi involved in politics and business. So-called evil shinobi. They have no qualms about very nasty work. Oh boy, does that feel fitting. Everyone remains breathless at my words. They are relentless, ruthless, and utterly merciless, much like their namesake, the Serpent. Then there is no way to avoid another fight? Ikuruga asks, frowning. Evil shinobi do not negotiate. They will certainly strike again. So what if we go on the offensive ourselves? Katsuragi asks. I shake my head silently. That's a good question. Unfortunately, Hebijo's headquarters is hidden, even from us. Katsuragi sinks at my words. Hibari speaks up, trying to break the tension. But Master, you're here now, so we should be fine. That's right, with you at our side. Ikuruga nods in agreement with Hibari. Relief floods the students' faces. They all rely on me. I know that. It's only been a few years since their normal lives ended. The shinobi world is still very new to them in many ways. Of course, the idea of fighting evil shinobi to the death still scares them. But that's why I will not be assisting you against Hebijo. My students are stunned into silence. Why not? Please tell us, Ikuruga pleads. Master Kiria, you're not going to help us? You're abandoning us? Hibari pleads doubly, on the verge of tears. I use the most authoritative voice I can muster.
前にも言ったはずだ
I've said this to all of you
お前
before.
たちは学生とはいえ
As
忍びだ
shinobi students, you must
忍
be
びとしての
prepared for the
覚悟を
worst.
持て
I will never forget what happened at Rin's final exam. Not until the day I die.
これが最終試験だ
This is your final exam. Do well and you will be a
お前は
full-fledged
明日から
shinobi.
一人
Oh, I'm so
緊張する
nervous.
な
She knew the stakes. If she failed the test, the path of the shinobi would be forever closed to her. The final exam has to be completed before finishing one's time at the academy. As a third-year student, this was to be Rin's very last chance. The final exam involves real combat. The opponents are wooden puppets equipped with actual weapons. In order to pass, the students must destroy all of these puppets, unscathed, within the time limit. Rin's dedication was unmatched, but she was a bit scatterbrained, and her grades weren't the best. If she didn't put forth her best effort, passing would be a very difficult prospect.
それじゃ
Okay, here we go. She rushed into the test site. I thought I saw a bit of a shiver as I watched her go. She'd always spoken glibly of wanting to be a super ninja, but the truth is, she was actually quite naive, with no concept of the harsh reality ahead of her. Even so, she was also my first student. I wanted more than anything to send her out into the world of the shinobi, just as she dreamed. A wooden puppet leaped out of the grass. With practiced precision, Rin cut it down.
よしやった
As soon as that first puppet fell, her movements grew more confident. I could see that in her as she cut down the second one. One after another, puppets flew apart.
軽い軽い
This is nothing. Rin was in perfect form. Her defense and offense were both on par with that of a greater shinobi. She'd taken all of her training to heart. But even though she fought with a fluid grace, I still felt a touch uneasy. Stay calm, Rin, I thought. Stay focused. Be aware of your surroundings. When one is doing well, one must be cautious. And then my fears came true. A sniper puppet had been stationed 50 meters away from Rin, atop a tree. It raised its gun and took aim. Flush with confidence, she seemed blind to its presence. What to do? If I did nothing, Rin would have been shot. And then the test would have been over. Her dreams of being a shinobi would have been shattered. Damn it, I thought. Without even thinking, I'd begun to move. A high shinobi can, within the proper effort, cover 50 meters of ground in an instant. I destroyed the puppet and covered my tracks. That much was easy for me. As a teacher, I was racked with guilt. I knew full well that I had done something wrong. But in that moment, all I wanted was to see Rin's dream come true.
やったー全部倒したよ
Rin was jumping up and down in the grass. The test was over, and the unseen Rin had otherwise cleared it. And the music jumped for some reason. They gave her a passing grade then and there. And the next day, she received her first assignment as a full-fledged shinobi. Before she left, Rin came to me, her eyes flooded with tears of pure joy. Master, thank you for everything. I'm definitely going to be a super ninja now.
スーパー忍者に絶対になるからね
あ
Yes,
あ楽しみにしているぞ
I look forward to it. Oof. That would be the last time she and I spoke. She fell down some stairs and I never saw her again. Only a few months later, the principal informed me of Rin's death. My mind went a perfect blank white, and I can't recall much of what was said after that. All I can remember was that she had volunteered for an extremely dangerous mission, and as a result, had lost her life. Volunteered for an extremely dangerous mission? Why would she have done that? Why didn't anyone stop her? She was still too green. Maybe a little purple even. But that's not important. I tried to wrap my head around it, but I was in total shock.
俺のせいだ
It's my fault. If I hadn't helped her during her final exam, Rin would not have become a shinobi. Her dream would have ended, but at least she'd still be alive.
俺が
I
リンを
I
殺し
killed
たんだ
Rin. I wept. For the first time in my life, I wept aloud. From an early age, my parents had driven home the point that a would-be shinobi must set aside their feelings. And yet, I wept. I could do nothing else. Yeah, you weren't really expecting the male teacher to get a lot of character development in the all-female shinobi game, right? Anyone who would fall back behind me, instead of facing Hebijo, would give up on being a shinobi and leave. If I were to fight off Hebijo for them, I wouldn't really be helping them at all. The path of the shinobi is a harsh one. One must continue to fight, even when no help is coming. I can only do one thing for those who wish to join that world. I can teach them not to let their emotions control them. There's no need for me to comfort them. What happened to Rin must never happen to any other student. The 5 of them listen to my words in silence, but not one of them moves to leave. Master Kirya, I need more training, please, Asuka shouts, raising her hand. Same here, I'm really begging you, Katsuragi shouts in turn. Ikaruga and Yagyu quietly raise their own hands. I'll do my best, I'll fight without relying on you, so please, Master Kirya, train me hard. Even Hibari gives me a look of absolute resolve.
そうか
I can see you're
お前たちの
determined.
気持ちはよくわかった
So,
それじゃ
let's begin
進行を
training.
始めるぞ
I cannot directly watch over my students, but I can teach them how to protect themselves. I finally understand what it means to be a high shinobi. I will pass it on all my skills and knowledge. I will teach them every hidden art and hide nothing. So my precious students will carry on and survive for future battles. It is the only way I can look after them. Yeah. Yeah, I expected to do a lot of talking tonight, but I didn't expect to read this much dialogue either.
桂木さん。ああ、
Hey,
イカルが。大丈夫ですか？
are you alright?
何が？
What do you mean?
まだ落
You
ち
still
込んでるよ
look
うです
quite
か？
unhappy.
落ち込んでる？
Unhappy.
期待が？
Please. Doesn't
もう
bother me that
気
Heavy
に
Joe
し
beat
て
us.
ないって。
That is the laugh of a girl in denial.
さあ、ならいいのですけれど。
Excuse me. Alright, so long as you feel well.
ごめんな。
Sorry.
変な気を使
Thanks
わ
for
せて
taking the time to ask, though.
俺に
In return, I'll give you a good groping.
それは結構です。
No, thank you very
とにか
much.
く
But
何か
should you
心
feel
配
the
事
need
が
to
あれば
talk in the
ちゃんと
future,
相談してください
please
ね。
let me know. Yeah, she's not giving up on those hands.
さすがはクラス委員だ。
Can't sneak anything past her. She noticed I was down right away.
落ち込んでいる生徒は見逃さないや。
Eh? Oh.
日陰。強いな。
Hikage, you're strong. Can't believe you brought me to my
膝を
knees.
つくなんてさ。
Also, I actually can't tell if that's just her her school uniform torn up, or if that actually is her school uniform. I don't know, man. It's been so long since I've seen her wearing those outfits.
あんたは弱いな。
And you're not strong at all. Not strong at all, really? She just made me feel like a total ass.
なんだよ。だけど。
Ain't gonna take that lying down, though. I'll train and train and train some more until there's no way she can beat me.
必ず日陰を倒してやる。
Honestly, I take the ass thing as a compliment. I mean, you know what they say. What is it? Breasts are hometown, ass is life? Maybe I got that backwards. Alright. So yeah, this is probably going to be it for the night. Why not? Ooh, dice. I don't remember that part. Let me try something here. There we go. Wait. Why did I hear an effeminate scream coming out of the dummy? It's a bit silly. Oh, that was it. Alright, yeah. That was a little quicker than I expected. Alright. Well, that's about a good... Oh, yeah. Hell yeah, I'm tough. I'm the toughest around. Just you wait, Hikage. Next time I see you, your ass is I mean, mine. Mine. Your ass is mine. Oh, it could be grass. Because I plan on smoking it. Yeah, I think it's time to just... And you know what? I'm going to rub it right in to your boobies. Oh, don't get cute like that. You know what you're about. Alright. Not bad. Alright, yeah. I think I'm gonna call it a night for sure. Alright, well... Are we really still down? I mean, you're in better spirits. Really? Just you? Alright, well, whatever the case, I'm gonna just save it for now. Alright, yep, that's gonna do it. Alright, well, thank you for joining me. For any of you that are watching this through the VODs, thank you. I hope you enjoyed this. Again, I really do enjoy this game. I just wish I could get more people to appreciate it. It really is just... You come for the jugs, but you stay for the jigawuggas. In any case, I'm gonna just call it for the night. Yeah. Thank you again. And I will see you here tomorrow night. Not the same Fizzer time, but the same Fizzer channel. Because tomorrow, I'm going to push it back until 9:30 Eastern time. So, I hope to see you guys then. Have a good night.